Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Out of Control Tim, and that
is 433, a special guest here.
Yes, he's a special guest. Y también es mi hijo. Translated into English, also, he's my son. Hey, everybody, how you doing? How you doing, Derek?
I'm doing
good. That's good. I'm doing good too.
I'm doing pretty good.
And a happy Wednesday to you. I just. With all the shit that's going on, North Korea and our president,
stupid president, yeah.
Donald Trump, anybody that voted for him is a complete jackass. Also would be a moron as well.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Opinions are like assholes. We all have one. Some smell more than others. But anyway, you've got an idiot in North Korea that
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, is eager to.
Very good guy, guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, eager to push a button.
One of the best.
And did you know that there are 2 haircuts in North Korea that are state approved? 2 haircuts. Two of them.
Come over.
2 of them. Okay.
And,
one is for the male and one is for a female. Female can only wear their hair a certain way, and male can only wear their hair a certain way. Isn't that crazy?
That is.
But in North Korea, it says that you do have freedom of religion. Give me a fucking break, man. It's a totalitarian government over there. There is the only religion is Kim Jong-un. You can't even have pictures of your family. You have to have a picture of his father and him. Wow. And everybody wants to sit around and talk shit about the United States. You ain't got it that bad here. Just a bunch of overweight, obese assholes here in this country, right? Right. Anyway, this past weekend, Saturday, Charlottesville.
Protest.
Is it Charlottesville? Yeah, Charlottesville.
Racist, some crap like that.
Yeah,
Protest,
Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Virginia.
You had one side that was
neo-Nazis.
And a bunch of fucking dumb skinheads.
Legit Nazi skinheads, you know.
And then you had one side that was Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter.
You know, the people that were standing there with them, all lives matter.
Mixed race, like black, brown pride and all that.
Everybody was there supporting it, okay? Number one, I don't know what it's like to be black. I've never been black, but I can tell you, some of the friends that I have that just so happen to be black, having conversations with them, and at first being like, why do you talk like that? I mean, you know, this is just so stupid. What, you can't tell me that, you know, you're targeted. Well, you know what? I think you are. It's a stigma. I guess you have two strikes against you. First one, you're black and you're driving a car in the United States of America, or you're walking down the street in the United States of America, and you're pulled over or you're stopped by a police officer. I don't know what to say, man. It's some fucked up shit. I've seen this shit on the news. One of them that got me the worst was the one where there was a man, his wife, and their daughter in the back seat, or his stepdaughter. Anyway, the cop shoots him in his back, and the guy was reaching to get his ID or something like that. I don't even know, and then another one where he shoots the guy in the field and just keeps shooting him. I couldn't fucking believe that shit, man.
And then and then the one where the guy tries to run off. And the cop shoots him in the head. And when a suspect runs off, you're either supposed to tase him or shoot him near his legs or near the body. It's not near the head, because there's no lethal force given. Yeah. If there's lethal force given where you're able to draw your gun to their head, then you have the right to kill the guy.
Yeah, I still think that the shit that happened back in '91 with Rodney King was bullshit. There was definitely other ways of subduing him. You know, that if you've watched the video, yeah, we don't know exactly what happened in the beginning. We know what the person caught with the video camera, and that started everything. You know, people are starting to protect themselves. And, you know, I have to say that there's some fucked up cops out there, man. I don't personally, I've never had anything like that happen to me, thank God.
You have been thrown down on the floor by a cop. You were considered a skinhead.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. You're right. Thank you very much for bringing that up.
Yeah, it was down by Grant Avenue by the high school where all the kids were. And all the kids were looking at you getting beat up by a cop.
Yeah, about, I want to say, was it 2012? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
2012.
2012, like
I didn't have a
3-4
car.
years
I
back,
was
yeah,
walking
yeah.
back from the doctor's office, and I was walking back from the doctor's office, and I was stopped by a couple of sheriff's deputies. And anyway, regardless, they were both two Hispanic sheriff's deputies, young sheriff's deputies.
We're not claiming that they're racist.
Not claiming that they're racist, but they probably didn't like skinheads, and they thought that I was a skinhead. Well, okay, take the glasses off.
It's because he's gone bald fully. He isn't able to grow
Yeah,
a full head of hair. If you look at his head right here,
Yeah, I'm pretty much completely bald.
You
So
can't grow hair.
what had happened was something had happened up in the city.
Some like skinhead guy.
Some skinhead guy from
tattoos.
LA had a tattoo. He had done some shit on the other side of the lake, here in Lake Elsinore, and they were looking for him. And because I met the description of a known skinhead, they wanted to look at my tattoos and stop me and harass me. Well, I wasn't cool with that. I said, you have no reason to harass me and ask me for any information. I've done nothing wrong. I don't want to be stopped. Just leave me the hell alone. Well, they didn't like that. They threw me to the ground. They pulled my shirt up, put their boots in my back, looked at the tattoos that I do have, and then talked shit about me in Spanish. Well, I'm bilingual. I speak Spanish. That's my second language. And I commented back to them, you guys are fucking assholes. Oh, have a nice day. Fuck you, man. Have a nice day, my ass, And they're like, oh, you speak Spanish. No, I don't speak Spanish. I just happen to know what you were saying. Anyway, that's how it is. But here in Lake Elsinore, there's a lot of white supremacists that live on the other side of the lake. There's also a lot of biker clubs out here in Lake Elsinore.
One of the main known biker clubs is they're not Hell's Angels. It's a different chapter. Son of Hell's Angels. If you were to drive down the street down Grand, there's a giant red building, a big red building, somewhere around there. And there's skinheads right there, and then there's another building. No, you'll usually, well, not skinheads, I mean bikers. But when you see the bikers, they're not supposed to wear their colors down by where the school lakeside is or around here until they leave this area.
I think it's traveling north on Grand Avenue. Anyway.
If you're caught wearing your colors, it breaks like some beat treaty.
It's fucking crazy. You know what, man? And to the person who drove the car into that crowd of people, I really hope that you... I mean, I know you're not going to watch my video, but I really hope that justice is served. You'll never be able to bring back the life that you fucking ended when you killed that 31-year-old woman. You're a fucking moron.
And he injured multiple people.
And I just don't understand racism. It's inferiority. You're afraid of somebody because of the color of their skin. And you're afraid of...
racism
difference.
Usually, one thing that I want to throw out there is that racism usually starts at home.
Yeah,
it always starts at home and it spreads around. It's like it was like Ebola. Ebola started with one person and spread it around.
Yeah.
That's how racism is.
Well,
Ebola was ended, but racism, everybody's like, oh, end racism. But you see these people posting these posts. Oh, white people do this shit, dude. You want to end racism, but yet you're posting hypocritical stuff on either Instagram, Facebook, or social media.
And that's a great place to keep it alive is at home and on these websites. One of the most racist websites on the planet is Stormfront.org. If you haven't checked it out, go make yourself a bogus profile and look at the racism that's spewed on that website. It's crazy, man. With all the shit going on in this world, I don't understand racism. I never understood it. It's not hard to not be a fucking racist. Sometimes you can look at people and not see color. Not see. Hey, did you hit not see?
Not Nazi.
Yeah.
Nazi guy.
Yeah.
Not
Oh, okay,
Nazi
okay.
guys. Not
You can look at
see.
somebody and not see that the person is Hispanic or they're black or they're white or they're Asian. Just look at them as a fucking person, There's more to somebody than just the tone of their skin. There's more to somebody than just the way that they pronounce their words. I mean, it's cool to look at people for who they are. One of my biggest things that I love about a Hispanic person, someone who's from a country and has, relocated to the United States, I love the accent. The accent is so genuine. That's one good thing to look at.
If you guys were to ever come out to Lake Elsinore, you will notice, usually down by the Circle K on Grand Avenue, by the Little Caesars, by the little gaming bullcrap lounge thingy that they have there.
Huh?
Dream Lounge, Game Lounge, over by, Little Caesars. There is a ton of...
pointing that way. It's that way, dude.
It is?
Yeah, it's that way. You're backwards.
Yeah, but you can go down there the long way to get down there.
Well, yeah, if you want to
So
go.
you can go literally both ways.
Or the way down there.
But there, you'll notice that there's a ton of homeless people, and most of them are either strung out or they're asking for money.
Yeah.
And the real big problem with it is that it's usually white people. Seriously, like it's this color skin tone. People doing it like you see Latino or one of the brother looking guys. They're not over on the corner like, hey man, you got like $1 I could borrow, man. I'm trying to get myself some like soda pop, and then they actually use the money that you give them to go buy themselves meth. Or, like,
yeah, it's bad over here,
Seriously.
man. It's bad over here in Elsinore. I actually stood today at my job and talked to a homeless man who's been homeless for 4 months. He lost his spot as a high-ranking person in a Christian church, the Christian church, because he's strung out on heroin. That's fucking crazy, man. Here in this area of Riverside County, homelessness is terrible. It's out of fucking control.
And it ruins the city.
It's bad, man.
Because the city itself and nobody around here wants to do anything about it. So like, if I was an investor or somebody who wanted to build a building, I'm going to avoid this city. I'd rather go build stuff in Riverside.
And I'm not talking bad at people or poking bad at people because they're homeless. The homelessness in this area is so much different than it is like in Los Angeles County or in LA County, Orange County, Ventura. Because here in this part of Riverside County, it's open. There's not buildings everywhere. Now, if you go to Riverside, the city of Riverside, it's different because there's places for these homeless people to go. Out here in Lake Elsinore, because it's such a vast area, there's nowhere for these homeless people to go. They stand in front of stores. They sleep behind the stores. It's so much more noticeable.
The problem is around here is that people don't want to like make a place like a homeless shelter for people that are around, so they can go there, have a meal and everything. Like these events, like feeding homeless. No feeding homeless bullcrap events happen here. They're not bullcrap, but nobody ever does them here. They need them here. They need shelters to be put here.
We need that stuff
not out
here,
in
man.
Paris. I mean, Paris has homeless people. They can go there, but homeless people out here can't just go. Oh, I'm gonna go hop on the freeway and go to Paris to go find a shelter. Because most homeless people don't have a house, they don't have a phone, and they're discriminated by people.
You have 3 parts of Lake Elsinore. You have this side of the lake, that side of the lake,
downtown.
And then you have downtown. Okay, on that side of the lake, it's all upper scale. And then on this side of the lake, you have, middle class people, and then broke ass motherfuckers like me.
Lower people on the chain.
And then you have people who are just, they ain't got shit. They're homeless. Mm-hmm. And nobody here wants to address the fucking issue. It's fucked up. It's terrible. And something has to be done about it. Anyway, we got to end this video because we're into 13 minutes and 56 seconds. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to upload all this fucking video.
Like that,
so,
5:30, 5:40.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to get out of here. It's Out of Control Tim and
Thorn33. You guys want to make sure to hit up my Instagram, King_Derek_Storm. And it is Thorn33 and Out of Control Tim.
Yeah, and I'm on Instagram. I don't even know what the fuck my Instagram. I think it's I
am Timothy Lepe.
Timothy Lepe.
Well, you just gave out all of our last names, so you know.
Oh well, that's who I am. I'm Out of Control Tim.
Yep.
And I am out of time, and we'll see you later.
In the next video.
That's right.
Kind of presents.